A flyover, a gorgeous look at the Charlotte skyline. Greetings, everyone, from Charlotte as we bring you an Eastern Conference contest live from the Time Warner Cable Arena. We've got an action-packed Saturday night of NBA action for you. Thanks for joining us. I'm Kevin Harlan. Here with me today, Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. And, of course, Ray Allen. He's growing with his team, getting more comfortable every day.
You know, I'm really excited about seeing how this team is going to evolve since the trade. I mean, he's the guy that can end up being a key player for him down the stretch.
No doubt about it. I mean, there are some guys you win with and some guys you win because of. And when you look at him, though not a superstar, he's the type of player that they've been missing and can really, I think, help this team come together.
Here are the starters for Brooklyn. Rain Man is out there with D. Then there's A-Train, then it's the Beast, then it's Flash in at the center position.
And Steve Clifford might not be the most famous coach in the NBA, but he has plenty of experience, and everyone in the league knows exactly how well versed he is as a coach.
And Clifford in his third year now as a head coach, Greg. That experience you were just talking about. He has 29 years of coaching under his belt. And he's a Van Gundy disciple, Clark, was on the coaching staff for both brothers.
Yeah, and he's been with a lot of teams, Kevin. 13 seasons as an assistant for the Lakers, Rockets, Magic, and Knicks.
Here's Rain Man after Al Jefferson's score. They get it back, rolling. And that's good. A nice job on the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort.
If you battle for the offensive rebound and come up with it, you're guaranteed a high-quality shot on a follow just like he got there.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Rain Man. That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul.
About a minute and a half through the first quarter. And it's Williams finishing it off.
Boy, he wanted everybody in the building to know who threw that one down.
Hanging on the rim is, I guess, one way to do it.
Yeah, I tell you what, though, you want to make sure you don't get teed up from a situation like that. Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
Hornets have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. Here's Walker. It's deflected.
Well, they finally missed on their 4th shot of the game. That's a good way to start things off.
Batum with the steal. Outside, Kid Gilchrist. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
And Kid Gilchrist had that very funky jumper coming into the league. And prior to last year, really worked tirelessly. Not an easy thing to do to try to change the entire form and structure of your jump shot.
Here's Rain Man. He's coming off a 13-point game against Golden State. Misses from short range.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Walker dishes to Kid Gilchrist. Pulls up on the wing. Charlotte no good that time either.
Not really necessary with nobody on you. I mean, why put yourself off balance on that shot when you're wide open?
Here's A-Train. He's guarded by Williams. Chapman the pass to Raymond. Shot clock at 6. Makes it off the glass.
Oh, that is just weak defense there. I'm pretty sure that was not the plan to give him those kind of baskets at the hoop.
Now, here's Walker. 11 points for him in that last game against Golden State.
Yeah, and talk about his scoring. I mean, Kevin, with the defense trying to pressure him, he did a good job of getting them to overcommit and getting himself to the line.
So it's Brooklyn now. Nicholas Batum unable to get his shot to go. Here's the screen. Peterson the pass to Flash. Kid Gilchrist with the steal. Dishes to Jefferson. And the pass to Williams. With the fadeaway. And again, the Hornets missing. For Brooklyn, they've gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. Peterson the pass to Flash. Can't hit from in close.
Good pick, but he just couldn't make it count.
Yeah, nice job of setting the screen by his teammate there, and I'm sure he appreciated it.
Here's Jefferson. It's deflected. Here's Peterson. Flash passes to Chapman. Can't get it to go. And it's the Hornets taking it the other way. Moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Warriors.
Guys, you don't have to be a rocket scientist to figure it out, though. If you're going to shoot in the low 30s, you're going to end up losing a lot of games.
Well, exactly. I mean, you just can't win if you don't shoot a better percentage than that. It's not going to happen.
And for Big Al Jefferson, he's been a great player in this league, but he hasn't played on that many great teams, and he's never made an all-star team. Hard to imagine.
Some changes for Charlotte. Lee's checked in for Michael Kidd-Gilchrist. Jeremy Lamb comes in for Nicholas Batum. And it's Jeremy Lin in for Walker.
Major defensive lapse right there. And he's not a player you can leave open for a jump shot. You've got to stay attached to him. They're lucky he couldn't punish them for it.
Now here's Lamb. He's coming off a 10-point game against Golden State. And for Al Jefferson, never making an all-star team. He's got the numbers on offense to get him there. People just feel he's probably, Clark, one-dimensional?
Well, even though the all-star game has no defense for the most part, you usually need to play a little bit up D to have a chance to get there.
Huge height advantage there, but because of the great body control, he's able to cancel it out.
Agreed. The body control essential in that situation. I mean, if you're giving up a bunch of height, then you better be able to manufacture things in the air.
For Brooklyn, they have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2. Hornets have gotten 5 of 10 shots to drop in this game so far, right at the 50% mark.
Yeah, they got that one, but early on, it's really been a struggle for them to secure that defensive backboard.
And because it's still early, I wouldn't read too much into it. There's still a lot of game left.
And here are the Hornets now. After the basket by Brooklyn, here's Lin. Ross grabs the board.
And although not a block officially, it might as well have been his ability to react and alter the shot.
Greg, I don't think there was any doubt about it. His defense threw him off on that shot.
And that one's good. Hunter.
The defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And, Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. He doesn't miss too many open looks like that. Well, I tell you what, the post play has been rock solid right off the bat.
It really has, and they've created a lot of high percentage shots in the paint here already.
Offense, the order of the day as the first quarter comes to a close. Brooklyn ahead, leading by 4. And the second quarter will get on. And Jeremy Lin, a player who's come a long way in his time in this league from going undrafted.
I wasn't sure,
Well, in a game filled with some pretty big egos, there are also guys like that who are living the dream in their own very grateful way. Lin has certainly seen the highs and the lows.
And Kevin, not everyone's a superstar and certain of their future. Sometimes you get to be a superstar for a brief moment in time, but this game has a way of humbling people, even those who started out humble, like Lin.
All right, the second quarter beginning in just a moment. And from Brooklyn guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
They've won the effort battle, and that's allowed them to control the backboard.
And it's been gang rebounded. I mean, everybody has done a great job boxing out for him, and it's showing up on the stat sheet.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. And Brooklyn, looking who they've got. We've got Smooth. Flash out there with Cowboy. Then it's D, and it's Rain Man in at the 1 spot. Here's Walker. Charlotte moving it around. Jefferson's shot is off. Brooklyn leading by 4. And we're starting the second quarter, about a minute gone. Out to the right wing. Here's A-Train, defended by Allen. It's stolen by Jefferson. And a fast break now for the Hornets. Allen outside. A 3-ball. No good. And Brooklyn will now go the other way with it. And this is the first time matched up with the Hornets this season.
And two teams here that were evenly matched a season ago as they split the season series.
Yeah, they'd settle for 500 against most teams. Both squads win challenge, perhaps a way to put it. But one of them has got to win tonight.
Batum attacking. That's good. Batum's got his second bucket of the night.
Hard to get that one off with the size difference there. That makes it a tough individual matchup for him, especially down low.
Well, took on the big guys going in there and challenging them like he did. But, boy, that was a nice job.
Screen by Jefferson. Jefferson setting the pick for Walker. Allen kicks to Jefferson. Got a hand on it. Quarter two and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Peterson the pass to Flash. Some solid defense from Kid Gilchrist.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
And when you think of Kid Gilchrist, one thing that comes to mind is intangibles. He has a desire and intensity and a will to win that elevates him to elite status.
Yeah, you know, he never will be a great shooter, and he's still working on his jump shot, but the intangibles. Talked about it. You add heart and tenacity to that. Every team wants a guy like that.
And the Hornets making a change here. Williams is checked in. And then for Brooklyn, the Beast comes in for Ross. And it's Victor Oladipo in for A-Train. Quarter number 2, around 3 minutes gone by. Peterson is covered by Kid Gilchrist. And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul. Shot misses. He'll be shooting 2.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
Yeah, exactly. Prevent the layup. Give them a little bump, and then maybe they'll think twice about coming into the lane next time. And if they don't think about it, at least they might be distracted by your presence.
Lee's checked in for Charlotte. Batum, good.
Boy, that was a rugged screen set there, fellas, and the defense didn't even try to go through that one.
Here's Rain Man, guarded by Walker. And yes, sir, that one drops.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Feeds to Batum. Right side to Walker. The basket is good off the assist from Williams.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Dime-dropping delights is what I call it.
That is a nice pass. I will give you that one.
Yeah, he's on the money, that's no doubt. Outside, Walker. Can't hit. And Brooklyn will come the other way. Next up for them, the Knicks coming out here to play. That game marks the first half of a quick 2-game homestand. Lee kicks to Batum. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Now just a 2-point Brooklyn lead.
Here it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great position inside.
Yeah, just getting the ball into the post has to be option number 1 for them right now.
Phelps. Pass to Rain. Just 5 on the clock. Oladipo for 3. Here's Phelps. Drops in the layup for 2. And Brooklyn leads by 4.
Really nice job to convert the putback opportunity there. stayed with that play from start to finish. That's something we say about him a lot.
Jefferson kicks to Batum. Jefferson, a screen on Oladipo. At the elbow, Williams. Rebounded by Flash. Flash has got his third rebound on the night. Oladipo against Batum. Back to Oladipo for three. Here's Rain Man, and Jefferson sends it back. Lee kicks to Williams. And again, Charlotte with the triple. Here's Rain Man. Got it off in time, but it's no good. And so it's a close game as we wrap up the first half of basketball. Brooklyn leads by just one.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everybody. Ernie Johnson here alongside Kenny, the Jet Smith, and Shaquille O'Neal. We'll be looking back at the game's first half. It's turning out to be a close game at Time Warner Cable Arena. How about you, Kenny? What did you think about the visiting team?
Well, quite simply, their bench showed up tonight. And when I say showed up, I'm talking about on the offensive end because they were scoring in bunches. Now, you want your reserves to just at least come in and hold the fort, but they did way more than that tonight.
Shaq, let's get your insight on Charlotte.
Well, they could be ahead in this game if they were taking care of the boards. More possession means more scoring opportunity.
And that'll do it for now as the second half of our game is about to get underway. Kevin Harlan has the call.
And we welcome you back to more NBA action. Players looking hydrated and plenty of Gatorade to help them get their job done tonight. You got to like what Nicholas Batum has done in this game.
And his play in that first half, how about the discipline to go along with the efficiency, guys? His shot selection was just perfect.
I agree. I mean, whether it's been from mid-range or in tight, he is taking only what the defense is giving him and not trying to do too much. Very much playing within himself.
Kid Gilchrist and Williams are at the forward spots. Batum is out there with Kemba Walker. And it's Jefferson in at the 5 down low. So that's the lineup for Charlotte.
That's leadership. Really, really valuable to have someone who can just take charge like he has.
Well, there's a certain amount of confidence you have when the ball is in his hands at that end of the floor right now. I mean, he just gives you a sense of calm and confidence because of how good he is.
Yeah, that's a difficult shot in the face of a defender that towers over him.
You know, guys sometimes love proving people wrong. You know that from guys you've played with. And, Greg, this mismatch gives him an opportunity to quiet the haters and naysayers.
Yeah, okay.
Incredible timing on the alley-oop.
He absolutely hammered it down.
And guys, mark that play right there because that could be the one that leads to a surge to break this thing wide open.
Williams dishes to Kid Gilchrist. Shoots it. But they'll get another chance. That one off the back iron and out.
1 for 4 from the field since halftime. They're having a tough time getting it going here.
And stolen by Williams. Batum wide open. He fires. Charlotte no good that time either.
And guys, you know, last year Marvin Williams signed a big contract, and he did not follow that up with big production. In fact, he tied a career low in terms of his field goal percentage at only 42. And not exactly what the Hornets were expecting from their new stretch four.
Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Wow, that's a really smooth finish.
That's why we and they always love seeing him at the end of those breaks. He makes it look fun and easy.
And they've got to talk to each other on D there. Miscommunication, and now he's able to make them pay.
The thing about Marvin Williams, we know he doesn't create for others. He doesn't generate a lot of blocks or steals. But, the one thing he does, he can hit the boards, he rebounds well, and he's got a pretty good shot from outside.
Yeah, and last season he didn't have any big numbers, but the ones that were at least respectable were in the areas you just mentioned, rebounding and three-point shooting, Kevin.
Looking at who's out there now for the Hornets. Ray Allen, he's checked in for Jefferson. Lamb comes in for Nicholas Batum. And it's Jeremy Lin in for Kemba Walker. Unable to get the ball in bounds. They get called for the 5-second violation. For Brooklyn, they've gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. Kersey against Len. Kersey passes to Ross. Fires for 3. Offensive rebound.
Boy, even though he missed, you can't give up that kind of a look very often.
Better to be lucky than good sometimes. Fortunately, they didn't get burned on that one.
Here's Kid Gilchrist. No good. That would have tied it.
Excellent. Really solid job, actually, by the defense to get in his way as he was going up for that one.
And Ray Allen gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
Yeah, but in this case, I think he got it right. I mean, the defender was still moving there and never really had good legal guarding position. He wasn't set.
And the Hornets making a change here. Lee's checked in.
How about the inbound pass there? Easy bucket.
He feeds it to Lamb. Pass to Lin. Nice pass in here by Charlotte. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Lamb. Charlotte no good that time either. Last game for Brooklyn, it was a loss to Golden State. Here's Kersey. Connects from 3-point range. Kersey's got 6. 1:53 left in the third quarter of the game. Williams has a screen for Lin, and they call an illegal screen here. This break in the game gives us a chance to look at the teams with the most points off turnovers last season.
And this team, in terms of scoring off of turnovers, that became the identity. I mean, they really look to disrupt and cause problems defensively. And boy, do they take advantage on the other end.
You know, with all the shots they've knocked down here in the second half, their field goal percentage has crossed the 50% mark.
Yeah, and any team will take that excellent in terms of their efficiency.
1:22 left in the third quarter of the game. Vucevic is screen on Lin. Stolen by Jeremy Lin. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
And here's a look at the stats for Lin. How he did last season. Last season chipped in 11 points per game. 4 assists and 2 rebounds. And guys, no question, he's a guy with some talent. But honestly, even he'd like to see those numbers improve.
And all indications are that he's been working hard on his game. It just hasn't shown up in the box score yet.
And the first one drops. And the hope for Jeremy Lin last season was that he'd take a step forward in his development, but it almost was the opposite in his play.
And that can happen. You don't always go a straight line north in your improvement in this league. He'd been on an upward swing as far as his shooting accuracy, but last season was the worst since his rookie year in that area.
Tries to save it. Vucevic the pass to Sullivan. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And Cowboys going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. The Beast is checked in for Brooklyn. A-Train comes in for Smooth. Hornets trail by 5. On the wing, Williams. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in. Williams has got 12.
And talking about Lin last season, he never quite gelled with what they were doing in Los Angeles. Both he and Kobe need the ball to be effective. And I got a feeling you guys know which one of those two is going to get it.
Clock at 6. Here's A-Train, covered by Lee. They get it again, out of bounds. Charlotte takes possession.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Here is Lin. Here's Jefferson, and oh, he hits the buzzer beater!
And he beats the buzzer to end the quarter.
Terrific shot there. I mean, he was calm, he was poised, didn't rush it at all. You got to tip your hat to him. That was well done.
Thanks for joining us again as we get set for the fourth quarter. A terrific game so far. For Brooklyn, they're shooting a respectable 47% from the field in this one. And Brooklyn, looking who they've got. He's out there with Flash. Then it's Rain Man. Then there's A-Train. And it's Peterson in at the 2 spot. Jefferson setting the pick for Walker. A floater. It's blocked. Pushing it up. Using his post move to get the 2 points. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for Brooklyn.
We've seen them make the extra effort from a defensive standpoint, closing out airspace and sending shots back.
They've repeatedly gotten out on the break tonight as well and scored a lot of baskets in transition.
But he stays with it. Shot clock at 5. Tries again. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
And another miss. Ooh. He's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as you can have, you're right.
Not shot from outside. There's no doubt about that. Spreading the floor and getting them up.
Love the mentality there, I tell you. I know I've never coached, but, man, playing to win and being aggressive even with the lead as opposed to being safe and going into prevent offense, I'll take the former all day long. Play to win.
Marvin Williams has checked in for Ray Allen.
And watching Kemba Walker play, so explosive. An undersized floor general, nasty crossover. Really a scorer's mentality. Maybe too much of a scorer's mentality to ever be a great assistant.
Now a timeout call by Brooklyn. Greg, talking about Walker, you have to love the way he competes, his willingness, Clark, to put the team on his shoulders and carry him.
Love that competitive spirit of his. They're actually figuring out how to use him best, but he's such a dynamic offensive player. You've got to give him room to be creative at that end.
And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Over that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what Scott Skiles said to his team. He was absolutely adamant, saying, don't let them off the hook. Let's keep our foot on the pedal and keep doing the things that have gotten us here this far. We're almost home.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
And but 2 throws it down.
And guys, that's one of the more basic plays in anybody's playbook, but not to mention also truly one of the best.
And Greg, the pick frees him up, and Clark, the dunk, caps it off.
Well, you know, for me, guys, it's all about positioning and anticipation on those screen plays, and they got it right there.
Plenty of space. That one wide left.
And they hold a huge advantage on the backcourt.
Greg, and that's been the key to this league. I mean, they've really dominated the glass.
Here's Phelps, laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Flash has got the lead up to 9 now for Brooklyn.
Well-executed possession. They controlled the shot. Nicely done.
Picked them clean. And they're on the break. Here's Peterson. And that basket pushes the lead to double digits. Peterson's got 9 points now in just the second half.
Timeout start.
Start it.
Charlotte calls timeout.
Clearly, he's not pleased with all the looks they've given up on the inside, and also to get them to tighten up that defense.
Yeah, and I think he's going to let them know about it. I mean, they're playing some soft interior defense, and you can't win that way. That's a recipe for disaster if you're not going to play with some physicality inside.
Off they go on a 3-on-1 break.
That's a terrific sequence at both ends of the floor. They block the shot and recover it for the fast break finish.
Let's catch up with Doris from the sideline.
Well, Kevin, Steve Clifford was just going over the game plan with his team. He made no mistake that their plan was to run their offense through Williams. coach is calling on him to play a big role in the offense for the rest of this game, to really be one of the key guys for them down the stretch. With the minutes ticking down and the deficit still a big one, those adjustments have to be a chance worth taking, Kevin.
Thanks a lot, Doris.
He's still looking for his first three-pointer of the second half after making just one in the first. He certainly didn't take advantage of the poor defense, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
I tell you what, I think he'd be happy if he can continue to get looks like that.
He's been wayward and just off on. That's how he makes his presence felt.
And we see him do it time and again. He is a special, special talent.
Sure
Hey,
is.
guys, as important as it is to go out and compete, let's not forget the entertainment element of this game. What an unreal finisher.
That Kia Slam Cam replay really gave you a good look at the action. To the inside. And he was camped in the lane there, and he gets the 3-second call.
Hornets ball.
.137 left to play in the final quarter. Shoots it up. Walker missing again.
They've shown effort and aggression in the paint right from the tip. Their rebounding edge is impressive.
And they're giving themselves extra possessions and have taken advantage of it. And that's critical. You can shoot a few lesser percentage if you're getting more opportunities at the rim. And clearly, we will not be witnessing a spirited comeback tonight, albeit as exciting as that would be. This was an excellent all-around performance for Brooklyn.
Starting five must have been happy to get so much help from the reserves in this game.
Yeah, I'm sure they were. They not only lightened the load, the bench guaranteed and actually produced the win.
They sure did. And now, for the year, this is going to take him to 7 wins.
And one of the league's truly special talents making his mark. Once again, another great performance for Flash. He did all the dirty work that they needed, clearing out space underneath and securing rebounds. And really no better feeling than to go on the road and play this well and get the win.
Yeah, it's always a good win when you play the kind of games they have played tonight. I mean, especially, though, when you get it done on the road. That's a special, special feeling there.
Here's the screen. Here's Rain Man, guarded by Walker. Rain Man passes to Peterson. 5 to shoot. And a little luck that time, but it drops.
Well, if it wasn't out of reach, it is now, thanks to that last little spurt.
And why put the brakes on now? I just say keep on letting it fly.
And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
And Kevin, how